This training will describe how to identify and record creators. Identifying the creator or creators of archival materials is one of the more challenging tasks facing archival processors. When dealing with large collections, oftentimes there are many creators represented in the materials. However, associating the correct individual, family, or corporate body with a group of material is critical in establishing both its provenance and its context, which in turn allows researchers to authenticate and correctly interpret the materials. According to Describing Archives, a Content Standard, or DAX, the primary relationship that should be captured when describing archival aggregations between the records and the entity responsible for the creation, assembly, accumulation, and/or maintenance of the materials being described. Once this primary relationship has been identified, the creator is described and associated with the materials. Information about creators is recorded in authority records, while information about the materials is recorded in descriptive records such as finding aids. Authority records hold information about creators such as their name, biographical information, and relationships to other entities documented in authority records. Creator relationships are recorded by creating links or making references between the authority record and the descriptive record, as you might see in online databases such as Wikipedia, where a resource like a book may be described separately and then connected to its creator through links. In older archival systems, descriptive notes about creators may also be included in descriptive records for the sake of compatibility. More information about authority records can be found in the Name Authorities training module. The rules for selecting creators to be associated with archival materials are included in the DAX section on titles. This includes rules for determining the number of persons or families to be recorded and how their names are formatted. It also includes guidance on determining the corporate body creators. While in most cases the name or names selected for the title will be those of the creators of the material, other relationships may be determined to be primary. One notable case of this is intentionally assembled collections, in which the collector is recorded as having the primary association to the accumulated materials. Where possible, when linking to or referencing authority records in a descriptive record, include the nature of this relationship. This might be creator or something more specific like photographer or author. The Library of Congress provides a list of relator terms that may be used. In effect, the basic rule is that whatever name or names were used in the name segment of the supplied title will be recorded as creators. For example, with the A.O. Smoot Diaries, the authority record for A.O. Smoot would be linked to the descriptive record as the creator of the diaries. Similarly, the Department of History is linked as the creator of its records. However, in addition to the name recorded in the name segment of the supplied title, there is allowance for also recording other creators. For example, with family papers, the authority record for the family should be linked as the creator of the materials. Yet there may be a need to record as creators those individuals primarily responsible for the collected materials, such as Bingham and Sarah Beamont in this example. Similarly, with corporate records where only one name is recorded in the name segment of the supplied titles, names of predecessor units represented in the material should be linked as creators in addition to the latest authority record for the body. This should not be taken to mean that all creators within the materials should be linked at the uppermost level. According to Principle 7.3 of DAX, information provided at each level of description must be appropriate to that level. In the case of the Beamont family letters, it may be appropriate to have two heads of the family listed at that level of description. In other cases, this may not be the case. In this second example of family papers, Robert Weir is the creator of one of the series in the collection, but is not a significant creator of the collection as a whole. In this case, his authority record would be linked as the creator of the series, but not listed alongside the Weir family at the uppermost level. According to our institutional descriptive requirements, creators should always be identified and authority records linked at the collection, series, and subseries level. It is important to note that when creating your descriptive record, you must remember the rules of inheritance. If you do not link a creator at a subordinate level of description, it is assumed to be the same as the level it is nested in, and that value will be inherited. So, as in the example of the Weir family papers, if the authority record for Robert Weir is not linked at the series level, the Weir family would be inherited as the creator of the series as well. While authority records for creators must be linked at the upper levels of description, this does not continue once you reach the file and item levels. So, as in this example, at the top levels of the descriptive record, creators are linked, while no authority records would be associated with the items within the collection. Access to these items are typically provided only through the name segment of the supplied title. However, DAX does provide some flexibility on this point. According to DAX, if it is appropriate in the context of a particular descriptive system, other creators may be given the enhanced access provided by a linked authority record. Due to the effort required to create an authority record, such work should also be done only in consultation with your curator. Additional detail about identifying creators can be found in Chapter 9 of DAX. If you have any questions, please consult your curator.